everyone, this is Kitchen Speak and I'm Dominique. Welcome to our new program today, and what we're going to be talking about is in-kitchen seating. So how has in-kitchen seating evolved? Well, if you remember back in the 1950s and 60s, the kitchen was its own separate room in the house and the dining room was the room next door. And there was generally only one person in the kitchen, and that was the mother cooking, who told you to go next door and set the table. Well, how has life changed? Well, over time, the wall between the kitchen and the dining area has come down, creating what we now call open plan living. This has created an area now where the dining table was adjacent to the kitchen, and that was the only seating that was in the kitchen. But over time, that's changed again too, where people now create seating at the island bench. People really didn't want to sit at an adjoining table. They wanted to sit and be part of what was going on in the kitchen. So seating at the island was born inadvertently. They would drag a chair up and sit with whoever was in the kitchen working. But this wasn't the best ideal situation, because the chairs pulled up against an island is pretty uncomfortable unless there's an overhang at the bench. So the concept of island seating, when it first developed, it was usually at a raised servery, and this was to continue to keep the kitchen separated from the dining area. This is such an old-fashioned way of doing things that I don't even have one of those in the showroom to show you, because nobody does it anymore. So what came next? Okay, so what came next? I'll tell you what came next. Seating on the back of the island came next. Now there's a concept. Problem with seating on the back of the island is that you're really just all little ducks in a row. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to sit talking to the person on my right, talking to the person on my left. I want to actually sit where I can be part of something and talk to people as a group. So this is where it's gone to next. Oh, my baby, I love you. So this is how we've progressed. We want a dining table now with seating at an island where you're actually using it as an informal dining area, where meals are prepared and people can share the meal together and clean up easily straight afterwards. The advantage of having seating at one end of the island is that the kids can be down here doing their homework and you can supervise while you're preparing the meal. So, a lot of people will say to me that they don't need seating at their island because their dining table's just there. Can I tell you, nobody wants to sit over there looking up at you while you're in the kitchen. They want to be part of it. They want to sit with you, they want to talk eye to eye, they want to have a drink with you, even participate in helping you prepare the meal. But if there's no seating at the island, it's very uncomfortable to do that because everyone's just standing around the island trying to be part of it. I can't tell you how many times I've had to go back and try and create seating at an island because the owner said to me they didn't require it. I'm going to show you a few photos of that now, jobs that I've had to go back and do that too. In terms of how much space to provide per chair when creating seating at an island. Well, my rule of thumb is 500 millimeters per stool. If you can do a bit more than that, it's more generous and more comfortable, but 500 works. The other thing that you must take into account is that you need 300 overhang on the bench so that people aren't hitting their knees against the back of the cabinetry. The thing about creating seating in an island is that you can also create some additional storage in that space underneath. It's the stuff that you're not going to use all the time, like vases, platters that you don't need all the time. So I'll show you how that works. Here you go. And then you've got some storage under there. Okay, so I hope you've learned something about kitchen seating today and how important it is to consider it when designing a new space. Click here, and if you want to follow me on my Instagram, click here. Great being with you today. Enjoy.